Our students in Qatar Technical School, you are most welcome to Technical English 2. Our lesson today will be Review B in the workbook, page 22 and page 23. Please open your workbook, hold your pens in your hands, and let's get started. Now, please, let's have a look at the objectives of our lesson. Number 1 is to use comparative and superlative forms correctly. Comparative means to compare two things, one thing to another thing. Superlative means to compare one thing to a group of things. The second objective is using passive voice. Students should write full sentences correctly. Now please look at this table, which shows you the way how to use comparative and superlative. With short words, we add ER. Short words like the word tall, small, big, high. These are short words. We add ER at the end of the word. For example, tall becomes taller than. But with long words like the word interesting, this is a long word, interesting. We don't add ER. Here we put more before the adjective. So I say more interesting than. So with short words, we add ER at the end. With long words, we add more before the adjective. Now, in the superlative, with short words, I say the and est at the end of the word. For example, I say Doha is the biggest city in Qatar. The tallest, tall, the tallest. Now, with long words, I add the most before the long word. The most interesting, the most powerful, the most crowded, and so on. And here, in this table here, you can see that short word takes ER than. And long words, we say more than. Now, this is the comparative. Superlative here, I use the est with short word. This box means short word. This box means long word. With long word, I say the most. So here, interesting, I put it here because it's a long word. More interesting than, or the most interesting. But here the word tall is short, is a small word. So I put tall here, taller than, and I put tall here, the tallest. Look at these examples. Egypt is bigger than Jordan. Here I compare two things, Egypt to Jordan. So this is comparative. I look at the word big. Big is a short word. So I say, I apply this rule. I put big here, it becomes bigger than. Bigger than, because it's a short word. Here, the city is more crowded than the village. Here, I compare the city to the village. So it's comparative. I compare only two things, one thing to the other. And crowded is a long word like this. So I say more crowded than. Mount Everest is the highest mountain in the world. Here I compare Mount Everest to all the mountains in the world. So it's a superlative. It's here, sorry. It's a superlative. Big or high is a small word, short word. So I say the highest. Okay, please now open your workbook, page 22, exercise number 1. Complete the dialogue between a car salesman, S stands for salesman, and a customer, C. Make comparisons between the two cars. We have two cars, we have two models, we have 1000 and 1300. We want to compare between the two cars in terms of engine size, this one 1.0 liter, this one 1.3 liters. Top speed 155 kilometers per hour, this one 170 kilometers per hour. So this one drives faster, as you see. Acceleration, Tasara, from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour, this one needs 15.7 seconds. This one This one takes or needs only 11.5 because it's faster, as you see. The fuel tank capacity, سعة خزان الوقود. This one takes 40 liters. This one is bigger. It takes 50 liters. The fuel consumption, استهلاك الوقود. This one, in 1 liter, it drives for 18.5 kilometers. But this one, in 1 liter, it drives for 16.5 kilometers. So, as you see, this one consumes more petrol than this one. Okay? So, now I am giving you the first two questions. They are answered already here. Look, please, the 1300 is quite a bit faster than the 1000. Sorry, here we need only the comparative. We don't need the superlative. Comparative only. I mean ER or more. ER if the word is short, and more if the word is long, like this. More powerful, but we say safer because we have only two cars. Yes, but doesn't it use more petrol? Here, petrol, it's not an adjective. We can't use ER with petrol because it's not an adjective, it's a noun. More petrol. Now I'm giving you 3 and 4, then you are going to answer yourself. Sure, the fuel consumption on the 1300 is a little bit higher. ER, short word. So I'll have to fill up with petrol often. Often is an adverb, so I say more often. Now please, I'm giving you 5 minutes to answer 5 through 15. Please try to do your best to answer these questions. Welcome back. I hope that you answered the questions. Let's continue now. In fact, the 1300 has a fuel tank. Large, it becomes larger. How much larger? It holds 10 liters than, more than the 1000. So that evens things out. The 1300 has greater acceleration. So it's much safe becomes safer because you can overtake faster. Overtake means يتجاوز. Please don't overtake while driving. Because it's got a powerful now. Can we say powerfuler? This is a long word, so we can't add ER. We say more powerful engine, I suppose. Of course, the 1300 is good. This word is irregular. We can't add ER. Good becomes better. Better value for money. But it's unique. But it's quite a bit expensive. More expensive, you see. The 1300 is 13,000 over. This one is a preposition, over 13,000. Yes. And I want to spend than 10,000 euros. Yes, we say less. Less. Less is the opposite of more. The 1000 will be, we have good. Yes, it becomes better for my budget. Now, please look at this table. This is the passive, which is a very important topic in grade 11 and even in grade 12. Passive means to put is or are before the verb. Then I put the verb in the past participle or the third form. Is for singular. Ahmed, Mahmoud, Ali, my car, the teacher, he. These are singular. I say Ahmed is, but are for plural. The boys, my box, my brothers. We use are. Then the third form of the verb. Third form means travel. For example, traveled. I say the third. I take the third word. Now look at the sentence. Salim provides water to all these houses. In this sentence, Salim is the subject, provides is the verb, الفعل, and water is the object, المفعول به. Now, before I start, I should write 1, 2, 3. I write these words the opposite way. Water provides Salim. You write them in a reverse way. Water provides Salim. So, water comes here. Look here, please. Water, I put it here, provides, stays in the same position. 3 becomes 1, 2 becomes 2, 1, number 1 becomes here, number 3. Then I add is, water is. I put is because water is singular. Water is. Then I add ed because the past participle of provide is provided. التصريف الثالث. Then I put by Salim because Salim here in this sentence, Salim here is less important than water. But here, Salim, it becomes in the beginning, so it's more important than water. Salim provides, no, here water is provided by Salim. Water, not milk, not gas, not electricity. Water is provided by Salim. I put it in the beginning because it is the most important in the sentence. Look at the sentence. This company sells computers at a good price. Now, in this sentence, this company is the subject. This is the verb, and this is the object. The same thing, I write this word first, then this word, then this word. So you reverse computers, sells this company. Then you do the changes, which we talked about. Now, look here, and don't forget to put here W becomes capital, and the same thing here, computers, C becomes capital. Computers, now are, because it's singular, because computers is plural, so computers are. Here is, because this is singular. Computers are, because it's plural. Are sold. Now, sell, sold, sold. The past participle of sell is sold. Then I put by this company, and T here becomes small. By this company, then I complete the sentence at a good price. So, computers are sold by this company at a good price. In this sentence, I want to focus on computers, not TVs, not mobiles, not satellite dishes or something like that. Yeah, I want to concentrate or focus on computers. So I put it from the middle to the beginning. So these black sentences are written in the passive, مبني للمجهول. Is provided, are sold. Now please open your workbook page 23, exercise number 2. Answer these FAQs. It means frequent asked questions. The questions that are frequently asked by customers about satellites. Questions, there are questions. Write full sentences using the passive. Look at the example. How do we put satellites into orbit? A. Location, round the Earth. B. Method, rockets, صواريخ. Now look here. Satellites are put, are, because it's plural. Satellites are. Put, the same thing. Into orbit. Into orbit. Satellites are put into orbit. No need for these. Look, please. I cancel the word how. I cancel do, and I cancel we. So I start with the verb. I use only the verb and the object. The verb, put, and the object. So I start by here. I start by satellite. So I say satellites are put into Earth. Look, into orbit round the Earth by rockets. Again, how do we put satellites into orbit? I said that there is no need for I cancel or I delete how do we. I start from the verb here, okay, and the object. Okay, now to change into passive, I put the object in the beginning. Look here, it becomes satellites becomes in the beginning and S capital. Okay, satellites are, because they are satellites is a plural. Put becomes put because it's put into Earth. I complete the sentence. Into Earth. Sorry, into orbit. Round the Earth. Round the Earth. How? By rockets. I will give you number 2 as an example. How do we provide electricity on a satellite? In this sentence, no need for how, no need for do, no need for we. So we need only the verb, the object, and the rest of the sentence. We start by electricity. Here we have the method. How? By cells. Okay, location, where? Where? Solar panels. So to change into passive, look here, we start with the object, it becomes here electricity, and this is singular, so is, then provide comes after, provided by cells. Method means by, method, الطريقة, الكيفية. How? By cells, now on the solar panels. Now I want you to answer 3 and 4, please, by yourselves before I show you the answers for 5 and 6. Please take 4 minutes. I think that's enough. 4 minutes, please try to answer 3 and 4. You are welcome back. Thank you for trying. Number 3, how do we change a satellite's orbit? The method, by rockets. Location, where? Base of the satellite. A satellite's orbit is changed by the rocket at the base of the satellite. How do we collect weather pictures all over the world? Now, the method, dozens of satellites. And the location, in orbit. The answer is weather pictures all over the world are, because they are, pictures is plural, pictures are controlled by dozens of satellites in orbit. Number 5, how do satellites transmit weather photos? Destination, back to Earth. How? Method, radio signals. Now here we start with satellite satellites transmit weather photos. This is the object, weather photos. So I say weather photos are transmitted back to Earth by radio signals. And the last one, how do we use images from survey satellites? Method, computer. Purpose, why? To update maps. Now we use images. So here I say images in the beginning. This is the object. Images from survey satellites are used by computers. Why? To update maps. That's all for today. I want to thank you so much for watching and remind you to go to Teams application and answer the assignment there within 24 hours. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.